Fast Track video series update here in day number 2 of 4 action-packed days here at the Clay by the Bay in Gibson, Florida, just outside of Tampa, East Bay Raceway Park. And we welcome you to, again, another edition of the 37th Annual East Bay Winter Nationals coverage on our Fast Track Facebook, Twitter, and the official website, FastTrackRacing.com. Wesley, Outland here with you. And joining me alongside is Russ Calabrese, and he is the announcer, the voice of the East Bay Raceway Park. And Russ, man, I'll tell you what, a lot of expectation, a lot of excitement. The Winter Nationals is finally here.
Yes, it is. I've been waiting for this since we stopped since we quit on December 15th. Got the track all nice, looking everything, did some remodeling, stuff like that. Practice, cars on the track, music to my ears last night. It was great to see some of the guys out here practicing some pretty quick cars last night, so with new clay on the track as well.
I'll tell you what, Al Varnador and the company here at East Bay have just had to giddy up and gallop because your last race was on December 15th. Then you had the East Bay Awards Banquet for 2012, which I've always said during the Fast Track Banquets that that's when you finally put a close to the previous season. Then you had your employees get-together party session before the holidays. Christmas, New Year's, 2 weeks to prepare, and bam, here we are with racing again. Never non-stop in action here in Florida at East Bay Raceway Park, ain't there?
It's never non-stop. Myself and others in the office and everybody that works here during that off time, it's just non-stop. I mean, we're here. Some of them get here a little earlier than I do, and then some of them leave a little earlier, and I leave a lot later. Of course, I stay on the grounds and stuff like that and make sure everything's taken care of. But, I mean, I tell you what, it's just great to hear the cars back on the track.
Over 30 Fast Track Pro late models in attendance last night. 18 were on the Professional Motorsport Solutions time clock. We know we have more. I have already seen 4 race haulers pulling into the main gate since I've arrived here at the racetrack. What's your feeling of having the Fast Track late models here? Because I know it's something new. It's never been raced in Florida before until this weekend. And also, the race conditions looked pretty good last night. I never thought we'd see a crate late model in Fast Track break that 15-second barrier like Noskovich did.
Yeah, it'll be good to see some of the local guys. Some of the local guys are going to be hard to tough in a crate car. They got those crate cars set up, and the crate late models, you know, it's all out. It's either giddy up or not giddy up because the track was still pretty tacky last night, and it was really, really fast.
Absolutely. Remember, $35 go to xan.tv and you can be able to catch the entire duration of the 37th annual Week 1 of the East Bay Winter Nationals. www.xan.tv. Great coverage by Ross Weiss, Darren, as well as Chris Nunn joining me up in the booth. We'll be calling the action for that. He is Russ Calabrese. We're all excited to hear the fax papers rolling in. The phones are ringing. Excitement building for the Winter Nationals as we get ready for night 1. This has been a Fast Track video series update here from East Bay Raceway Park. Fast Track video series update number 2 here from East Bay Raceway Park. It's the second day of the 37th Annual East Bay Winter Nationals, and it's race day here. Race number 1 of 3 this weekend. 2,000 to win for the Fast Track Pro late models. Joining me alongside is XAN TV's play-by-play guy, Mr. Chris Nunn, the voice of the Winter Nationals this year. Chris, buddy, practice looked really good last night.
It did. I mean, it started off really slick and slimy, but once they got it blown off, speeds picked up. And me and you were talking in the booth last night during practice. We weren't expecting anything really mind-blowing as far as, times-wise. We were thinking, 17s, 16s, but they, at the end of practice, they turned in times in the 15-second range, and we were shocked. And this track's going to be really fast. That new play they put down on it, it's holding up really well, and it's fast.
It's super fast. Matter of fact, somebody broke the 1590 bracket, which is the new track record in a closed track. Don't count for hot laps night for practice. But if Jack Noskovich could do it again tonight, he'll set that new track record. John Noskovich in the 0-1
Yeah, he knows his way around this place really well, and he's definitely got the advantage. He's got years of experience here. Obviously, he was the 2002 late model track champion here, and the whole Noskovich family, they know they're in this place, and it's going to be hard to beat them. But there's a lot of good cars here. They're from all over the place. Rambo just pulled in here not too long ago, and he's going to be.
And I'm assuming Davenport's right along with him.
They just have 1 car unloaded, so I mean, right now it's just Rambo. He won 2 out of 3 here last year when they were here, so he's going to be tough to beat as well.
Absolutely, and of course, more cars are filing in. And not only have we got the Fast Track Pro late models for 2,000 win tonight, Chris Nunn also it's race number 1 and 3 for the World Street Stock Challenge, the 3rd annual WSSC. Talk about that.
Well, Tim Powers, the defending champion, is here. We did an interview with him earlier. Richie Stevens, the guy that finished 2nd, is also here as well, and they're expecting a really good field, upwards of 30 cars. So it's going to be crazy for them too. They got 500 to win tonight, 500 to win tomorrow night, and 1,500 to win for the World Championship. So they're going to be going at it.
And I don't know if you noticed yesterday, we were wearing shorts. He had on his plaid shorts, and now tonight he's got on khakis. We got khakis. That's our professional look there for announcers. But it is a little bit on the chilly side. It's a lot cooler yesterday than it is today.
But not as chilly as it is in our camper guy Darren's hometown. It's not negative 44 the wind chill where he lives right now.
Yeah, and Barry told me earlier that he had to go outside to go do something. He had to rush back inside to warm back up just to go back out again. So that's how cold it is. And Barry Braun with XN TV doing a great job in Minnesota. But the weather is a little bit on the cool side today, but it's sunny. It's beautiful. We did have some rain come through the area last night. Just a couple of showers, nothing brief. But I wonder if these cool conditions are going to change the racetrack any.
It'll probably definitely keep it on the tackier side, and it also depends on the tide. If you get a high tide, it's going to be slick, slimy, and tacky. If it's a low tide, it usually dries out a little bit faster. But with the new clay and as much water as they put on right now, it looks pretty wet. So I think it's going to stay multi-groove and tacky on that one.
And remember, Last Chance Saloon, before it gets started with Hot Laps, XN TV, exclusive pay-per-view coverage from the 37th Annual Winter Nationals. Go to xn.tv, make your subscription. Tell everybody how to do that, Chris.
You can get a $15 daily package, but we do ask if you do that after noon each day to get your daily package. But if you want to get the whole weekend, it's $35 for the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday races featuring the Fast Track Pro Late models and the Street Stock World Championships. You save $10 getting a weekend deal. And it's just going to be a good experience. We got multiple camera angles, announcing as well, and we'll have you in and out. And it's just going to be a good experience. It's definitely well worth it.
Definitely. Go to www.xn.tv, and another added additional treat to watching the broadcast on pay-per-view at home around the country. Go to FASTRAKRacing.com, the official website of the series here tonight, and you can be able to check out timing and scoring with the race in real time as it's happening. He's Chris Nunn from XN TV, the play-by-play guy. I'm Wesley Outland, the voice of the Fast Track Racing Series, and this is another Fast Track Video Series update from the East Bay Raceway Park in the 37th Annual East Bay Winter Nationals. Fast Track Video Series update number 3 here in race 1 of this 37th Annual Fast Track event for the East Bay Winter Nationals. Wesley Outland alongside me is the promoter and the man that runs the show here, Mr. Al Barnador at East Bay Raceway Park. Dean, nicknamed the Clay by the Bay. And I tell you what, we've had you on the radio show twice, and now the anticipation has arrived. And how excited are you after practice last night? And the track looked pretty good with that new gumbo you put on, which you said you thought looked ugly.
Well, it is ugly. It still will be ugly until I get some red stuff in there. But it's working real good. I think everybody's gonna be satisfied. I think the race will come around and get racy, but yet not be rough. I'm trying my best to get it smoothed out to where it. But if it is to get a little bit rough, it's the same for everybody. So I think it's going to be real racy, and everybody will enjoy it.
Of course, I don't know if people followed the video update from practice last night. The driver, Jackie Knoxbridge, ran a 15.990 or 900. That is actually quicker than the track record held by a previous straight late model. And of course, it doesn't count because it's a closed track record. Do you think we'll see that record fall the line?
Just raise it up, or you push it
I
back?
believe it will. With it getting cool, the temperature of everything, I think it's going to be a good chance it's going to fall tonight. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
How excited are you to have the Fast Track Racing Series out here for the first time for this event, the Winter Nationals?
I'm very excited about the future of it. Like I said, we got a starting point. We'll go from here, and hopefully it'll be as big as some of their bigger events they have at the end of the season. We always think we start like our Super Bowl at the beginning of our season, so hopefully it'll be that way for Fast Track, and we'll get stronger as we go.
And real quickly, why don't you plug the rest of what's in store for the month of February for the 37th Annual East Bay Winter Nationals here at East Bay Raceway Park?
Well, we got the Fast Track Craig Lane Malls here for the 3 days this weekend. And next weekend we got UMP Open Wheel Modifieds and Team USA Mod Lights will be here for 3 days. Then after that we got the Lucas Oil Late Malls here for a whole week with them. And then follow that up the last week in February. Last weekend in February is going to be the 3 Central Spring.
Absolutely. Well, I want to know, on behalf of Stan Lester and Brian Haynes and everybody at Fast Track, as well as all the officials, we're really excited to be here. And that is Mr. Al Barnador, the promoter here at East Bay Raceway Park. Remember, go to FastTrackRacing.com, click on Live Time and Scoring, and follow the broadcast on the XN TV pay-per-view. From East Bay Raceway Park in the pits, he's Al Barnador. I'm Wesley Outland. This has been the 3rd edition of Race Day number 1 with Fast Track Video Series Update.
5 more laps to go as Whitener leads him into 1.
The first ever Fast Track Racing Series Touring event here at East Bay Raceway Park, and the man that's out in front is that number 58 machine out of Ocala, Florida. The driver is Mark Whitener, leading the way. 4 circuits remaining. Great racing going on throughout the pack. Whitener 1, Dixon 2, Ferguson, Umberger, Varnador is your top 5. As they'll calm down into turn number 4 back to the stripe. Closing in on back marker cars. That's going to be the 11 machine of Jamie Slayton. Get ready to go a lap down. As, man, I'm telling you what, Russ. Mark Whitener, it's his to win, it's his to lose. Oh, he gets up under the light machine on the outside in turn 3. Here comes Dixon!
Turn 4. Dixon to the inside, not able to make the move. As he split the 11 car of Jamie Slayton. Whitener on the high side. Here comes Dixon.
2 laps to go. Whitener better check up and make a fast move in a hurry. But here comes Devin Dixon to the inside one more time. Whitener to the outside. They're door to door. White flag in the air. One more lap to go in the first ever fast track event. They're in turn 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. As down the back stretch, Mark Whitener now pulling away from the field from Ocala, Florida. The Magic Man, a former United Late Model Dirt Series champion, former Ocala champion, comes to the flag. He will win the first ever Fast Track Racing Series tournament at East Bay Raceway Park in night number 1 of the $40,000 East Bay Winter Nationals. Russ, what a race, man.
Wow, what a race it was.
Fast Track Video Series update closure in night number 1 of racing action here at the 37th Annual East Bay Winter Nationals. It was a very eventful event. Over 14 caution flags waved in the 30-lap A-main. I think it's because a lot of these fast track drivers had the jitters. Never running on this racetrack, a new atmosphere being amongst new drivers as well. And you can see that type of atmosphere happen on the racetrack. But it was all said and done. It came down to a 3-lap battle for the top spot between the 95 of Devin Dixon from Florida and, of course, Ocala, Florida, the overall winner, Mark Whitener, who went on to hold off Dixon with the lap machine in the middle. He was on the outside. Dixon went to the inside. They dove bombed one another twice, coming to the white flag. Then they did it again and able to, the lap machine got in the way of Dixon, which enabled Mark Whitener to take advantage on the outside lane to go on and take the win in night number 1. Pockets $2,000. Mark Whitener is your winner. Devin Dixon second, and Chris Ferguson rounded out the top 3. Look out for the video update from the entire day number 2 here of the race 1 of the triple header events here from the 37th Annual East Bay Winter Nationals, as well as the full press release with the official results. Right now, the race results are unofficial because cars are still going through post-tech inspection. But once we get the green light on them getting the clear, we will put up the official race results. So Mark Whitener wins race number 1. He'll now be on that quest to try to go for 2 in a row. And for the other drivers, they'll try to battle it out to try to take that victory away from him tomorrow night. We'll do it again. Again, big thanks to the folks you saw here in the Fast Track video update today. Al Varnador from East Bay Raceway Park. Of course, the drivers that we interviewed, Russ Calabri, as well as the announcer for East Bay, and of course Chris Nunn with XN TV. Remember, take advantage of that pay-per-view package if you've not done it. Only $15 per day, $35 for the entire week. And of course, check out another 60 days of on-demand HD coverage from XN TV. We'll wrap it up from here. We'll get ready for tomorrow for a Friday 2000 to Win show here high above the East Bay Raceway Park Race Control Tower. I'm Wesley Outland signing off from this Fast Track Video Series update at East Bay Raceway Park. We'll do it again tomorrow. Good night and God bless.